Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. The return will come from Sonoris Perry. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield.
It's okay if I give him a few props right here. Do you mind?
I think he's earned it. Go ahead.
Okay, how about a guy who was a two-time walk-on, who later became a two-time Big 12 Player of the Year, has the most touchdown passes in Big 12 history with 129, a Heisman Trophy into his credit, and took his team to the college football playoff semifinal twice while at Oklahoma.
Here we go now.
First down, Mayfield. And his first look is incomplete. Time to feature the offensive starters, and our first chance to get a look at Parker.
Devontae Parker came out of Louisville with a guy who was known as a mature receiver. Runs routes really well, but the best part of his game, he'll jump over you at the end of a route and go get the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Now let's go. Blue, land it.
From the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. This is taken at about the 14. A beautiful spin and room to run. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Patriots now on offense. They're led out by a man who started more Super Bowls than anyone in NFL history, the great Tom Brady.
I can't help but admire the career Tom Brady has had. The numbers are off the charts. The Super Bowl championships and rings, we know that they are incredible. But how about the durability? Had one season that he missed, most of that season because of a knee injury. The rest of the time, he answers the bell and wills his team to victory more times than not. And we keep hearing from people who are waiting to see the drop-off in his play. I'd quit worrying about it. I'd quit looking for it. He says he wants to play until he's 45. Is there any reason to doubt him? His skills have shown no sign of declining.
This is Sony Michel. He grew up a few miles north of here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. For the first play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Brady to throw. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
From the gun on third down, Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down. Brady so good on third and short.
He's so precise. He's so accurate. Understands exactly what he needs for a first down. You almost think you can go ahead and move the chains before he even takes a snap, don't you?
They go play action here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. No gain, and it's second down. And let's give you a look here at the New England offense.
Well, we all know that Rob Gronkowski is one of the premier tight ends in the NFL, but what makes him that way is the size. We see that. The ability to run. He's faster than a lot of wide receivers. The agility. He's almost like a power forward in basketball. And the competitiveness. When that ball is released, he decides it's his and no one else's.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. And a look at the starters for the Miami defense.
As we shine the spotlight on T.J. McDonald, I see him as a prototypical, old-school, strong safety. In the box, run enforcer, doesn't play as well in coverage, although he can do it at times, but at his best against the run game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. On second down, Michelle. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Brady. And a dump off to White. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Michel. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And it'll make it 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is Michel on the counter, and he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the 1st quarter of play. Can't wait to see what the 2nd quarter has in store. And we'll be back to South Florida after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Now a play fake. Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike. It's a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski from 10 yards out. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Okay, partner, got to fit in some Super Bowl chatter here. We're going to have New England and the L.A. Rams, two teams that had to go on the road and win their respective conference titles.
And think about this. The Patriots, who went to 8 straight AFC championship games, back in the Super Bowl yet again, yet they believe they're the underdogs and feel like the whole world is against them. How did they get to adopt that posture? But it's working for them.
And remember, by the way, the Patriots, their first Super Bowl win was against the Rams back in their St. Louis days.
So a lot has changed for the Rams since then. And the Patriots, consistently the most successful team in the NFL. This is going to be fun.
Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. With that ball hitting the ground, let's take a spin around the league real quick. You know, last week we discussed the head coaching vacancies. There were 8 of them. Well, a lot of those places have already found new coaches, Charles. Some old faces in new places. Bruce Arians in Tampa Bay. Adam Gase staying in the AFC East, jumping from Miami to the Jets. And how about some of the new fellas?
Yeah, how about Cliff Kingsbury? He went to USC to be the offensive coordinator after losing his job at Texas Tech. Ends up being the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals. Freddie Kitchens gets the job in Cleveland, gets the promotion. Vic Fangio finally getting his shot to be a head coach. He's going to Denver. And Matt LaFleur, he's going to work with Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay.
That leaves us with 2 remaining spots, Cincinnati and Miami, still searching. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And Amendola with a catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On first down, Drake. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, it's Drake. A beautiful fake. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hurry up, here we go.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He goes underneath to Drake. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, spinning away. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Wait, set. Wait, 20. Wait, set. Go.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Brady to throw on second down. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Brady to Gronkowski for the Patriot first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
20!
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And that'll bring up second down. And by the way, I need to pass along a reminder that our ladder for the Madden Challenge Tournament is still open in MUT Drafts until February 11th. And the prize pool for the Madden Challenge, folks, $190,000.
And who wouldn't want to participate in something where you could get a piece of $190,000?
That's what I'm wondering.
Get in, get it done. Let's have some fun.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
New England on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Now Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. Brady now on 1st down. Goes underneath here to White. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing on first down is Brady. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Again, it's Brady. Sideline throw, that's caught. Julian Edelman. A good pickup there of 20 yards. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Brady to throw again. And he's got Edelman on the out route. Not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done. Brady now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Gostkowski's kick is good. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Now it's Patterson. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3. And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
380,
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
and it's a killer. Watch the football.
Still first down.
Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Wait, 20!
Operating from the gun, Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, a reminder to everyone out there, coming up soon, the NFL Club Championship event. Now, there are a handful of those club events that haven't been determined yet, but eventually there will be a representative from each of the 32 NFL teams. It's about $700,000 worth of prize money, and it's all going to take place live on Twitch every day at 3 Eastern, noon Pacific, starting January 30th and running through February 2nd. Don't miss it. Looking sideline, incomplete. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady unable to find Dorsett. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down, Brady. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
New England on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Wait, 20! 380!
From the gun, Brady. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Drake. And a second spin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Here we go now.
On the give, this is Drake. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
First down, Drake again. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. All right, here we go.
Second down, Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Parker. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Green, 39.
Now Drake, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
All right, here we go.
4th down, Mayfield. And that is going to be incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done, so I think going for it there was the right call.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 45.
Hey, 20, like 20, like we get.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Mayfield off the play fake. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Play fake. Mayfield. Going deep here for Stills. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Oh, I can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved a first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. No good. Oh, by a matter of inches, he missed it wide to the right. So he came that close to tying it, but this one sails wide by a whisker.
And Brandon, pro football is a game of inches in more ways than one. That one looked good the whole way. But it's agony on one sideline, celebration on the other.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Brady and the Patriots now, 1st and 10 at the 40.
20.
They begin with Michel on the ground. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Again, it's Michel. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, it's Brady. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Brady now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Brady. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. A give. This is Michelle. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On 3rd down, Michelle. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Brady going to throw here. going to be incomplete. It was a safety, Rashad Jones, that time, who was able to break up the play.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up second down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Back to throw, Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? And they will run it with Michelle. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down. Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw. And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
He's back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. That'll bring up 2nd down. This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Here's Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. 6 seconds now. 5 seconds. One last shot from Mayfield here. He goes underneath the Drake. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.